2012. I'm going through some of the best movies for every single year that I have been alive, and in the year 2012, I was 22.
Will's doing it.
I know this is not every movie that came out in 2012. These are just some of my favorites. Anything you think I missed, please leave it down below. 2012, the year the world was supposed to end. Didn't happen, but we had some great movies. First off on the list, we got a absolute banger. We have The Avengers. The first Avengers movie, it was really special. We had a lot of these little individual movies, but this is the first big team up. Now it seems like a million years ago and like such a simple pared down movie compared to what we have now. But when that came out, that was really something because it just, everyone had their role. Everything was done really well. And it just was one of those classic things. Like, I don't think we'll ever be able to go back to that simplicity of just everything fitting really nicely and it being not too complicated, not overly, you got to know this movie, you got to watch this Disney Plus show, all this different stuff that didn't exist yet. This is all just beautiful, coming together, and it's like a time capsule. Like, we won't have that again, but I'm really glad we did have it. Next up, we have Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained. Jamie Foxx is great. Christoph Waltz is great. Kerry Washington is great. Leo, you can't forget about Leo DiCaprio, is great. He is a really bad dude in this movie, and it must be fun sometimes just to put all you're acting, you just put everything to the side and you just be like a really big son of a bitch. Like, that must be fun to do. Obviously, there's a lot of things about, Quentin Tarantino writing all this dialogue and him also in himself in the movie kind of, I'm not sure if he used the N-word in this time. He has in the past, definitely Pulp Fiction, but it's one of those things that's just like, it's just like, it's hard sometimes, but I think the movie is very well done, and Jamie Foxx is a great leading man in this. Christoph Waltz is a really good, side character who really father figure almost, who shepherds him through this new life. And it's just, and of course the bad guys get their come up it's at the end. Just really, really great. Next up, we have the, I believe, third James Bond in the Daniel Craig series, Skyfall. I really enjoyed Casino Royale. Then you have Quantum of Solace, which really was just kind of a dud for me. It really didn't do much. And then you come back with Skyfall, and I think this one was very fun. He's a lot more connection with M in this movie, played by Dame Judi Dench. She's great. And they have a really good rapport. Like, she's always just like, damn it, 007, but also like, I love you, and like, you can feel that, I feel like. Of course, it's 007, amazing action scenes. You have Javier Bardem being a bad guy, and has a really crazy, kind of Joker-esque plan in the whole movie, but it still works really well. He's really, a cuckoo villain that just all Bond villains need, just like a really unhinged, eccentric kind of guy. And at the end, they play like a Home Alone style game in this Bond family mansion or whatever it is. It's just good. Like, after Quantum of Solace, this one really was just solid. Love this one. Next up, we have Wreck-It Ralph. You just have some of these animated movies that just have such a fun, interesting concept, and they just do it well. You have John C. Reilly playing pretty much like the villain, like a Donkey Kong-esque character in this video game, and you have Jack McBrayer with his cheery little folksy voice playing like, I guess, like kind of a Mario-esque character. And he's just sick of being the bad guy. He goes to, Villains Anonymous pretty much, and there's all these other video game characters. So if you have, some video game knowledge, you kind of get all the Easter eggs. It's a fun movie. He wants to be more than the villain, and he, becomes a good guy. It's a very cute movie. Just all around, just really fun. An interesting idea that like all the arcade games can get together in this one little hub and go to each other's games, and it's just a really fun time. Staying on the animation side, we have Brave. Another just really, really well done animated movie with a fun concept. Everyone's Scottish. It's just great. And then she's also not your typical, like, quote unquote Disney princess. She, doesn't want to she's actually pretty similar because she doesn't want to get married off, just like Jasmine. She's badass, just like pretty much all the Disney princesses. So like, actually, she fits in the mold really well, and she has crazy red hair. And the movie is just lovely, and it teaches you about family and all this different stuff, and pave your own way and be your own person. All this beautiful, beautiful moral stories in it. If you haven't checked it out, check out Brave. It's really great. And last on my list for 2012, one of my faves that not everyone likes, and people hate on it, but I love it, Prometheus. It's just such a cool well done story of, and I get so intrigued. I can rewatch this movie all the time. I always just get so intrigued by the sci-fi futuristic society, what we're doing in the future. The of course there's always a rich guy who's trying to stay alive forever, which I can totally see that happening within our lifetime. Some of these billionaires that want to just, find the way to not die and just stay around and just keep making money. Blech. But I definitely see it happening. You have, we have Michael Fassbender playing such an interesting character. He's like a lifeless, no emotion. He's a synthetic, robot guy, but he has, he's very calculating and very, somewhat, say evil, but he's just doing things for like, usually like the classic machine. He's just calculating so much that it's just like, genocide is just the thing that needs to be done to him for him, and it's just very, very cool. And seeing it through like the lens of an alien movie where there's people getting things put in their bellies and they come out as some sort of hybrid of hybrids, and it's just so great. And I love how they've kind of just a huge Prometheus fan. We'll rewatch it probably again this year. Love this movie. So 2012, the world didn't end, and we had some really great movies. If you like this, I have a playlist going from all the years I've done here, 1990 all up until today. If you could please subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Follow me on Letterboxd. I do a bunch of reviews on there, all the new movies I like to see. And I love making these. I hope you enjoy watching them. Let me know what your favorite movie of 2012 was down below. Have a great one.